My wife asked my opinion on what job she should take but is mad at my answer. Why ask? My wife has 2 job offers right now. One is for less money in a private company. One is for more in a public company, with a pension. We weighed out the pros and cons. There are more pros for the public company. I told her I think she should do what makes her happy. She told me to give her the best answer career and financially, and I said the public job. She then told me I'm just saying that because I don't want her to take the private job. What's the point of these conversations? Are husbands expected to lie to make the wife feel better? Dude, this is not a "why are wives like this?" problem. I'm a woman, and like many other women here, actually, many people in general, I do not understand what her problem is with the public job. And why did she get mad when you clearly asked with the seemingly correct answer? She overreacted. IDK, what to tell you? Simple answer. No, you're not supposed to lie to make your wife feel better. However, it sounds like she already had made her decision in which job she wanted and was hoping that you'd come to the same conclusion after discussing the options together. As long as finances aren't a major factor, she should take the job that makes her happy, the private job. But she should have just communicated that's what she wanted from the beginning instead of trying to make it seem like a decision for both of you. Are husbands expected to lie to make the wife feel better? You'll never find your answer if you make issues within your marriage about supposed men versus women things instead of about the 2 people in your marriage. That might be part of the problem. Your retort. That's correct. Because the criteria we are using is best answer for career and finances. Then you can ask, what about the private company and job has you wanting that? And a dialogue happens. This might be stretch, but maybe she really likes the private job, but because it has less benefits she feels she has to do the public one. Her asking, maybe she was hoping that you'd say private so she wouldn't feel guilty about taking it. Regardless, she overreacted and needs to communicate better. Are husbands expected to lie to make the wife feel better? It's frustrating when people jump directly to questions like this instead of just being like, what's up with my specific wife? All women are different, just like all men are different. It sounds to me like your wife feels weird about wanting to take a job where she'd make less money and was secretly hoping you would tell her to go for that job, so she wouldn't have to justify the pay to you and herself. It's unfair she expected you to read her mind. She shouldn't demand your opinion and then get mad at it. You did nothing wrong. Just tell her it's only your opinion and to take whatever job she wants. I don't get why she's arguing with you over this anyway. It's not really a wife versus husbands thing. It was a trap. Tell her you will not fall for that again. Dude, this definitely isn't a wife problem. This is a problem with your wife. Your logic seemed sound to me, right up to the point of sexist stereotyping. Woman shrugging. I think she just wanted you to say the one she wanted, so that she was extra sure of her decision. Yet, you answered with the other one which probably she didn't think you'd say. I don't understand why she does that, and don't think it's a women issue. Ultimately it's her decision, and all you did was simply give her your input. Definitely making something nothing into something. Is there something grossly different about the job hours or commute or something? Usually public with a pension pays less than private sector, so if this public job is a significant other offering pension and better pay, why wouldn't you take it? Like, if the pay difference was $1–2 but the commute doubled, or worse, then I'd maybe take the lower paying job, but I'm not sure where the "you just don't want me to take the private job" is coming from. Absolutely silly. And #X200B. She asked you a question, you answered it directly, now she's accusing you? And #X200B. You should ask her the true intent behind why she asked said question in the first place if it wasn't for your honest response. This is one of those things that if you don't nip it in the bud, it becomes the jump-off point to many more scenarios in which whatever answer you give has to fit their narrative. Don't allow it to dissipate. She didn't want to hear your opinion, she wanted to hear her opinion in a deeper voice. Something I do with everyone when they ask me to help them pick their better option. Randomly pick one, because deep down they know what they want. If they hesitate at your choice or say, well, or if they do anything except immediately agree, then that's the choice they didn't want. Change your choice to the other one instead, like, actually you know what, never mind, I choose option B. Most times they will immediately agree with you. I absolutely hate when people ask your opinion and only want to hear what they want out of it to validate their own opinion. If she didn't want your opinion, then she shouldn't have asked. In my personal experience, somewhere deep down I know which choice I want, and hearing someone favor the opposite choice brings those feelings to the forefront. In those cases, consciously, I didn't know which I wanted more. After she's had a moment to calm down, discuss it. Tell her that her reaction tells you that the private job was clearly the one she wants, and is where she will probably be happier, and you support her choice. Also, make a deal to discuss these things with this lesson in mind. Never ask me a question you do not want to hear the answer for. This is the career equivalent of, I don't care where we eat. I told her I think she should do what makes her happy. Good answer. She told me to give her the best answer career and financially, and I said the public job. She then told me I'm just saying that because I don't want her to take the private job. Maybe next time take some more time to explain your answer. The best answer, if you're only looking for the best career opportunities and financial compensation, is the public company. That's a no-brainer. But there is more to a job than the direct benefits. Maybe the job at the private company would give you better fulfillment and job satisfaction and would make you happier in the long run. Quote, are husbands expected to lie to make the wife feel better? Stop asking yourself this. Instead, ask if you are expected to lie to make your wife feel better? You are not other husbands, she is not other wives. Is she often clumsy with communication? Does this happen often? Are they long conversations or just a quick back and forth? Does she often act with way about jobs or finances? Is this normal behavior for her? You know her best. Take a step back and see if there's a big picture you're missing. No, that shouldn't be expected. She asked for your complete honesty and you gave it. I see no problem with that. Maybe she's having a bad day and is stressed about it. Tell her what you wrote here when she's less stressed. She may be more understanding and receptive then. Why wouldn't you want her to take the private job? Is there some info you're leaving out? You were expected to read her mind. Sorry, there's no winning that game. Good Lord, please use commas. You gave us little to no info why the private company is preferred at all. Biased post will garner biased answers. Almost every single post that defends the wife is complete speculation because once again lack of information. Honestly, posts like these screams red flag to me. Honestly sounds like she's stressed and wanted to fight. I guess the point is for her to arrive at her answer, and although a bit painful for you to play a shell game, it will help her solidify her decision. I would put aside being offended and take comfort in the fact you are helping her, even though it is an unorthodox way of doing it. Part 2 of this is not throwing it in her face she makes the wrong choice after starting work. Don't take it personal. I recently had 2 jobs. Made pro and con lists. Not one person chose the one I wanted. I took the one everyone chose. I've questioned it past few months. But now I'm happy. She just wanted you to want the job for her she chose. When my other half asks something like this, it's because she wanted input. I tell everyone if you argue and fight all the time, then YPU should probably stop wasting each other's time. I count the serious arguments I have ever had on one hand. You should ask her directly. Why did you ask for my opinion if you didn't want to hear an answer that might be different than the one you wanted? You're not supposed to lie to her, although in the short term I can see how that would be tempting to do. We want to feel accepted for our answer. Always respond with a question. So instead of answering, ask, what are your thoughts? No, just stand your position. Tell her your reasoning behind your opinion. A lot of the time some women feel like their men may jump to conclusions without the actual benefit of looking into it and considering it. Sometimes it is a test, sometimes they are actually concerned. Maybe you should sit down and ask her what her thoughts are on the situation and share. If it makes you feel any better, stupidity is a human problem, not a wife problem. I'm sure you met tons of dipshit guys, but you're not trying to live intimately with them, so their flaws are not showcased for you. As for your issue, if she wants the other job she should take it. Easy. She wasn't looking for your actual answer, she wanted confirmation for what she already wanted. It's not right of her to get mad at you. I'm a woman and here's my perspective. She may be acting that way because she actually wants the private company job, for lower stress could be one reason, but logically knows that the money from the public job would be better for the family. Women subconsciously always feel this need to choose between family and their own desires. It's not logical, but years of subliminal messages are planted in there. I totally understand men have their own gender biases though. You telling her, take the private job, would release her from this guilt and burden. She has a communication problem, she wanted validation but she doesn't know how to express that other than expecting you to be a mind reader. My question would be, why would you want an easy low-paying job? Why would you not challenge yourself and acquire financial security? Fucking woman SMH man facepalming medium dark skin tone man shrugging medium dark skin tone. I felt your answer was good. IDK. Yeah. You're not the only man that's had this conversation. Best you can do is chill. Explain your reasoning and then say it's her decision and you'll back her up on her choice. Are there other reasons why you want her to take the public job over the private one? I.e., what fosters her doubt in your answer? Then, what can you discuss with her to address that doubt? Take the job with the pension and more money. I learned long ago to just refuse to answer questions like this. Over time she realized that she valued my opinion more than she valued arguing about my opinion. It still happens occasionally, but I typically just say I'm not interested and she will then say she really just needs help. Mind games are fucked up. Yes to the question. I don't think you did anything wrong. She's being a little spoiled by wanting you to know which one she prefers and wanting you to agree. You gave her your opinion but you also assured her whichever one makes her happy is fine. She'll come around hopefully. I am also in the process of finding a job. My husband said we'd weighed out the pros and cons but overall the one I'd be happier and should be priority. Job with best benefits is the way to go. That's what I encouraged my spouse to do, and as we age insurance etc. gets more important with seniority comes better benefits too, always things to think about. This is called a no-win shit test. Welcome to marriage. These happen every so often. She's the one working and it needs to be her call. You as her husband need to have the freedom and ability to be direct with your wife and voice your opinion. She needs to be able to trust you and know your heart is in the right place.